Have you ever stopped to wonder if you're living a longer, more vibrant life than you ever imagined? We often hear about the challenges that come with getting older, the little aches and pains, the sometimes frustrating moments of forgetfulness, or the worries about what the future holds for our health and independence. It's easy to get caught up in those thoughts, to assume that as the years pass, life inevitably slows down, becomes more constrained, and perhaps even a bit less joyful. It can feel like there's a quiet dread, a looming sense of decline that we just have to accept. But what if I told you that many of those assumptions are completely wrong for you? What if you're already showing clear signs that you're not just aging, but truly thriving, heading towards a remarkably long and fulfilling life without even realizing it? There's a secret, a quiet understanding that some people just seem to embody, a collection of seemingly simple habits and outlooks that are actually powerful indicators of a future filled with vitality. Perhaps even to that impressive century mark. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 surprising signs that you are aging gracefully. Signs that hint at a future where you continue to live your best life for many, many more years. These aren't about specific foods or exercises, but deeper, more profound indicators of well-being. So, settle in, because by the end of this, you might just see your own life in a brand new, incredibly hopeful light. Watch to the very end, because there's one sign we'll talk about that truly surprises most people, and it might just be the most important one of all. Let's dive right in and explore the first of these fascinating signs, the very first indicator that you're aging gracefully and potentially setting yourself up for a remarkably long and fulfilling life. Is this you're still incredibly curious and you absolutely love learning new things? Think about it for a moment. Are you someone who enjoys picking up a new skill? Even something as simple as trying a new recipe that's completely different from your usual fare? Or perhaps exploring a historical period you knew little about? Do you find yourself drawn to documentaries, nonfiction books, or even online courses that spark your interest? This isn't just about passing the time. It's a profound sign of brain vitality and adaptability. When we actively engage our minds in learning, we're doing more than just acquiring knowledge. We're strengthening neural pathways, fostering neuroplasticity, which is our brain's incredible ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. It's like giving your brain a continuous workout, keeping it nimble and robust. For example, I know a wonderful woman named Margaret, who, at 82, decided to learn how to play the ukulele. She'd never played an instrument in her life, but she just loved the sound and the idea of creating music. She started with online tutorials, then joined a small local group. It wasn't about becoming a concert musician. It was about the joy of the process, the challenge of learning something new, and the wonderful feeling of accomplishment. That spark of curiosity, that willingness to step outside her comfort zone and embrace a new mental challenge, is exactly what we're talking about. Or consider David, who, after retiring, became fascinated with ancient Roman history. He started reading everything he could get his hands on, joined an online forum, and even planned a trip to Italy to see the ruins firsthand. His mind is as sharp as ever, constantly absorbing and connecting new information. These individuals aren't just passing time. They're actively nurturing their cognitive health. So, if you find yourself always wanting to know more, always exploring new ideas, or even just enjoying a good brain teaser puzzle, you're hitting a major mark on the path to graceful aging. It keeps your mind young, engaged, and resilient. To lean into this even more, try dedicating a small portion of each day to a new learning experience. It could be 5 minutes reading about a topic you're curious about, watching a short educational video, or attempting a new puzzle. The key is consistent mental stimulation. Now, let's seamlessly transition to the second sign that points to a long and vibrant life. And it's deeply connected to our human nature. You maintain strong social connections. Or perhaps, You're actively seeking them out in our society. It's easy to become isolated as we age, especially if family moves away or friends become less mobile. But the research is crystal clear. Robust social connections are as vital to our health as good nutrition and exercise. Loneliness and social isolation have been linked to a host of negative health outcomes, from increased risk of heart disease and stroke to a higher likelihood of cognitive decline. Conversely, having a strong network of friends, family, or community ties provides emotional support, a sense of belonging, and even encourages healthier behaviors. Think about the simple act of meeting a friend for a cup of tea or coffee, or going for a walk with a neighbor. These aren't just pleasant pastimes. They are powerful protective factors for your health. Take, for example, Sarah, who lost her husband a few years ago. For a while, she felt very withdrawn. But then, she made a conscious effort to reconnect with old friends and seek out new opportunities. She joined a walking group at her local park, started volunteering at a charity shop, and even organized a weekly card game with some women from her neighborhood. Her energy levels improved dramatically. Her mood lifted, and she felt a renewed sense of purpose. She wasn't just existing. She was truly living, surrounded by people who cared about her and shared common interests. Or consider Peter, who makes a point of calling his siblings and close friends regularly, just to chat and catch up. He might not see them in person as often as he used to, but those phone calls are a lifeline, keeping him connected and feeling valued. If you're someone who regularly reaches out to loved ones, who participates in community activities, or who feels a sense of belonging to a group, whether it's a church group, a hobby club, or even an online community, you are cultivating one of the most powerful anti-aging elixirs available. It nourishes your emotional well-being, provides a buffer against stress, and keeps your perspective broad and lively. To strengthen this area, consider scheduling regular check-ins with friends and family. Even if it's just a quick phone call, look for local groups or volunteer opportunities that align with your interests. Even small, consistent efforts to connect can make a world of difference. Now that we've discussed the importance of curiosity and strong social ties, let's move on to something equally fundamental: your relationship with what you put into your body. Moving on from the power of a curious mind and vibrant social connections. The third profound sign that you're gracefully navigating the journey of aging, and likely setting yourself up for a long and healthy future, is this: you have a remarkably healthy and balanced relationship with food. Rather than rigidly adhering to restrictive diets, this isn't about counting every calorie or eliminating entire food groups unless medically necessary. Instead, it's about a mindful, intuitive approach to eating that fuels your body without causing stress or deprivation. People who age gracefully often understand that food is nourishment, enjoyment, and sometimes even medicine. They focus on whole, unprocessed foods most of the time. Think vibrant fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains. But they also allow themselves to enjoy treats and comfort foods in moderation. Without guilt, they listen to their body's hunger and fullness cues, rather than external rules. Take, for example, Eleanor, who has always loved cooking. At 85, she still prepares most of her meals from scratch, often using fresh produce from her garden or the local market. She enjoys her food, savoring the flavors and textures. She doesn't follow any strict diet, but naturally leans towards meals that are rich in vegetables, with a modest portion of meat or fish. She also enjoys a small piece of dark chocolate after dinner most evenings, seeing it as a little pleasure, not a cheat. She's never been on a restrictive diet, and her approach to eating has always been one of balance and enjoyment. Her healthy weight and consistent energy levels speak volumes. Contrast that with someone who is constantly hopping from one fad diet to another, feeling deprived, and then inevitably overeating or feeling guilty. That cycle of restriction and guilt can be far more damaging in the long run than simply enjoying a varied, Balanced diet. Another aspect of this healthy relationship with food is hydration. People who age well instinctively understand the importance of drinking enough water throughout the day. It's not just about thirst. It's about supporting every single bodily function, from digestion to cognitive clarity. So, if you find yourself enjoying your meals, making mostly wholesome choices without feeling deprived, and consistently reaching for a glass of water, you are truly nourishing your body in a way that promotes longevity and vitality. It's about seeing food as a friend that sustains and delights you, rather than an enemy to be controlled. To further embrace this sign, try experimenting with new healthy recipes that excite you, making cooking an enjoyable part of your routine. Now, let's talk about the fourth powerful indicator that you're aging gracefully. A sign that's often overlooked in our busy lives. You prioritize quality sleep and genuinely understand its profound importance for your overall well-being. Sleep isn't just a period of rest. It's a vital time for your body and mind to repair, regenerate, and consolidate memories. As we get older, sleep patterns can change, and many people experience disturbed sleep. But those who are aging gracefully often make conscious efforts to optimize their sleep environment and routine. They understand that consistently getting adequate, good quality sleep, ideally between 7 and 9 hours for most adults, isn't a luxury, but a necessity. Think about how you feel after a truly restful night. You're clearer-headed, more energetic. Your mood is better, and your body feels more capable. This isn't just anecdotal. Scientific research confirms that chronic sleep deprivation can negatively impact everything from your immune system and heart health to your cognitive function and mood regulation. Consider John, who, despite having an active social life and numerous hobbies, makes sure he's in bed by 10 p.m. most nights. He has a simple, calming bedtime routine: a warm cup of herbal tea, reading a book, and dimming the lights an hour before sleep. His bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. He avoids screens in bed and limits caffeine and alcohol in the late afternoon and evening. He recognizes that while he might occasionally stay up late for a special event, his daily commitment to good sleep hygiene is non-negotiable for his energy and mental sharpness. Another example is Mary, who learned that short naps during the day could be beneficial for her, as long as they weren't too long or too close to bedtime. She found that a 20-30-minute power nap in the early afternoon helped her feel refreshed without interfering with her nighttime sleep. If you are someone who values your sleep, who tries to maintain a consistent sleep schedule, and who understands that a good night's rest is foundational to your health and vitality, you are absolutely embodying a key sign of graceful aging. It's a testament to your understanding of your body's needs and your commitment to supporting its natural restorative processes. To enhance this, focus on creating a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep, free from distractions, transitioning from the critical role of sleep. Let's explore the fifth sign that you are truly aging gracefully. You embrace movement as a joyous, integrated part of your daily life, not just as structured, strenuous exercise. This isn't about becoming an elite athlete or pushing your body to its limits. It's about maintaining flexibility, balance, strength, and overall mobility through consistent, gentle activity. People who age gracefully understand that movement is medicine, and that staying active throughout the day, in ways that feel good and are sustainable, is far more beneficial than sporadic bursts of intense workouts. They find pleasure in moving their bodies and integrate physical activity naturally into their routines. Think about someone who enjoys a daily stroll around their neighborhood, or who spends hours happily tending to their garden, bending, reaching, and lifting. These are all forms of movement that keep the body supple and strong. For example, my friend Carol, who is 78, has always loved to dance. She doesn't go to formal classes anymore, but she puts on her favorite music every afternoon and just dances around her living room for 20 minutes. It keeps her joints loose, her heart rate up, and her spirit light. She says it's her favorite part of the day. And you can see the vitality in her movements. Or consider Tom, who makes a point of taking the stairs instead of the lift whenever possible, and who enjoys playing with his grandchildren, which often involves getting down on the floor or kicking a ball around. He doesn't think of it as exercise, but as simply living his life fully. These individuals aren't focused on rigid fitness goals. They are simply moving their bodies in ways that feel natural and enjoyable. They understand that consistent, gentle movement prevents stiffness, improves circulation, maintains balance, which is crucial for preventing falls, and supports muscle mass. It's about finding what works for you and making movement a non-negotiable part of your day, not a chore. If you find yourself naturally incorporating movement into your day, whether it's through gardening, walking, dancing, light stretching, or just being generally active, you are absolutely demonstrating a powerful sign of graceful aging. It's a commitment to maintaining your physical independence and enjoying the freedom of movement for many more years to come. Next, we'll dive into the final sign, the one that ties all of these together and might just surprise you the most. So, we've explored the power of a curious mind, the richness of strong social connections, the wisdom of a balanced relationship with food, the restorative magic of quality sleep, and the freedom found in embracing daily movement. Now, for the sixth and perhaps most surprising sign that you're not just aging, but truly flourishing, potentially heading towards a vibrant century of life. You possess a remarkably positive outlook and demonstrate incredible adaptability in the face of change. This isn't about being Pollyanna-ish or denying difficulties. It's about resilience, a fundamental belief that you can navigate life's challenges, and an open-mindedness to new experiences and perspectives. Life, especially as we age, inevitably brings changes, some wonderful, some challenging. Those who age gracefully don't resist change. They find ways to adjust, to learn, and to grow from it. They tend to see challenges as opportunities rather than insurmountable obstacles. This mindset is incredibly powerful, influencing everything from stress levels and immune function to overall happiness and longevity. For instance, think about someone like Joan. At 80, her local community center, where she spent many happy hours, had to close down. Instead of dwelling on the loss, she saw it as a chance to explore other interests. She researched nearby groups, found a new craft club in a neighboring town, and even started a small book exchange with her former community center friends at a local cafe. She adapted, found new avenues for connection and enjoyment, and maintained her positive spirit. Or consider Robert, who had always been a keen driver. When he decided it was time to give up driving, he didn't see it as a loss of independence, but an opportunity to embrace public transport and discover new parts of his town on foot, making it an adventure. He found joy in the simple freedom of not having to worry about parking, and often enjoyed conversations with fellow bus passengers. He approached the change with a sense of curiosity and an acceptance of a new way of living. This ability to reframe situations, to find joy in small moments, and to maintain a sense of purpose and gratitude, even when things are tough, is a hallmark of truly graceful aging. It's about cultivating an inner landscape that supports well-being. No matter what external circumstances arise, people with this positive, adaptable mindset are less prone to chronic stress, which can have significant negative impacts on physical health over time. They tend to bounce back more quickly from setbacks, approach new technologies or ideas with an open mind, and maintain a sense of humor about life's quirks. If you find yourself focusing on what's good in your life, if you're able to let go of things you can't control, if you approach new situations with curiosity rather than fear, and if you can find moments of laughter and appreciation each day, then you are cultivating perhaps the most potent ingredient for a long, joyful, and deeply fulfilling life. This isn't just a pleasant personality trait. It's a powerful biological advantage. To nurture this sign, try a daily gratitude practice. Perhaps by jotting down 3 things you're grateful for each evening. Challenge negative thoughts and try to reframe them. Seek out humor and spend time with people who uplift you. So, there you have it, 6 profound signs that you're not just aging, but truly thriving and likely setting yourself up for many more vibrant years. It starts with that insatiable curiosity, keeping your mind alive and engaged. Then, it flows into the richness of your social connections, nurturing those vital bonds that support your emotional and physical well-being. Coupled with that is your wise and balanced approach to food, seeing it as nourishment and enjoyment, rather than a source of stress. And of course, the power of truly restorative sleep, allowing your body and mind to repair and renew themselves each night. We also saw the importance of embracing movement as a natural, joyful part of your everyday life, keeping your body flexible and strong. And finally, that remarkable positive outlook and adaptability, the inner strength that allows you to navigate life's inevitable changes with grace and resilience. These aren't just isolated habits. They weave together to form a beautiful tapestry of a life lived fully, with purpose and joy. Remember, you don't need to drastically change your entire routine overnight. Even small, consistent steps in any of these areas can make a profound difference to your health and happiness. You might already be doing many of these things without even consciously realizing their profound impact on your potential longevity and quality of life. This isn't about striving for perfection, but about embracing a journey of continuous well-being and growth. You are already remarkable, and by simply noticing and nurturing these signs within yourself, you are truly empowering your future. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs resonated most with you? What are you already doing that makes you feel vibrant and alive? Regardless of your age, perhaps you have a unique way of staying curious, connected, or positive that you'd like to share. Please, share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be exactly what someone else needs to hear to spark their own journey towards graceful aging. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, if it gave you a new perspective on your own path, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. That simple click truly helps us reach more people who could benefit from this message. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos, all designed to help you live your very best life, filled with joy, purpose, and vitality. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, every day is an opportunity to cultivate a life filled with energy, happiness, and meaning, no matter your age. Here's to many more wonderful years ahead, living your best life at every age.